Welcome back to With Arms Wide Open episode of Be Careful Boys.
Oh, you're a Republican now?
Is that what you got from that?
That's the national song. Yeah.
That's oh wow. I was just inspired by your IG story because you talked about Creed here like real briefly.
Yeah.
And then you posted on your IG story about how you're like a fan of them, or you like that acoustic performance or something like that.
Yeah, they perform acoustically, and then I was like, holy that guy's actually a great singer.
And then I looked at all the comments, and everybody's got the exact same feeling of like you used to like dunk on them when you were young, and then like hella like maturing like fine wine and loving them now.
Yeah, because when you're dumb, I mean, when you're young, you're dumb. And then I remember going like, man, he's full gay. And then you understand like more things like music and shit like that. And I'm like, damn, this guy's not only is he hella musical, he's super on key, and he's like a really good singer. Holy shit.
With a really unique sound.
Yeah.
After I saw that, I just started. I had to like pack to come to LA, and I looked up a Spotify playlist of Creed acoustic.
Was it banging?
Was it good?
I was like, number one, it was another one of those. Dang, they got a bunch of hits.
Yeah.
I'm gonna listen
Nothing but
to
bangers.
that.
What's your favorite Creed one then?
I gotta say, With Arms Wide Open.
With Arms Wide Open is
It's
pretty
just too-
top notch.
It's too fun.
It's one of those songs where you play and then you're like, oh, I know every word. But like right now, I won't be able to sing it straight up.
It's also one of those songs that like if they replaced the national anthem with this, I wouldn't be mad.
Really?
Imagine them before a fucking baseball game. They just got, and now singing the national anthem with arms
Fergie.
wide open. Her rendition of
With
arms wide open.
It has like One Last Breath, My Sacrifice, Higher.
Higher is crazy.
Hire's one of the OGs.
And you take me higher.
I vote that one to be our national anthem.
That one too.
Ba-ba-ba-da-da.
Yeah, dude, how American is that, dude?
I know.
That's American, dude.
Oh my goodness.
That's probably on American guitar too. Fucking Fender or some shit.
With the stars and stripes on it, I could envision it now.
I never thought they were lame, but I think that other people calling them lame is what started the trend.
I thought that was just funny. It just made me laugh. Like, it's also funny to think about like the songs that you liked when you were a kid. Like, I used to love Smash Mouth. Because it was like it was just on the radio.
It's fun, yeah.
And my sisters would make fun of me for liking that song. So then anytime I hear it, I just start laughing because it's like, what a fucking crazy like era of music. That's probably not gonna be around. Like that whole style too. It's like I remember everybody.
Sugar Ray.
Yeah, everybody was wearing white rimmed sunglasses, and I just will never like. Every time I see someone with white rimmed sunglasses, I'm like, I want to punch you in the face. But I like your taste in music.
Anybody that wore leather pants though, I thought you were gay.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
I was like, Creed be wearing
That
leather.
was what it was back then, though.
But it's like if you're a rock star doing it, it's
Kinda
like
have
it's
to wear
okay.
leather pants.
True.
You know, like you could if you're a rock star, you could literally wear anything.
Yeah, so basically, my question is, what things were like lame to you as a kid, but like you really think about it now and you're like, damn, that was kind of tight though.
Yeah. Like silence.
That's a really good one.
That's true.
Oh.
Boring. Nothing's happening. And now I'm like,
Silence is gold.
oh, this is awesome.
Or even things where like when I
So true.
when I turn on the news, bro, like and I'm trying to listen to like what's happening in the world, I'm like I'm really interested. I'm like, oh fuck, dude, I'm old now.
Yeah, you care about the world.
News in general.
Yeah, like just the news.
You
Like,
just hate the
like,
news.
hold on, let me just turn the news on. And you're like, oh fuck, like what happened to me? I used to be young.
This motherfucker says silence.
But driving around with no radio is like I didn't realize how crazy and powerful that is. That is.
I used to think reading was lame.
It
That
still
is
is.
true.
And shit. Now I think it's like,
It's also
whoa.
one of those things like just as a rebel, like if you're forced to do it, that's whack. Like socials or silent reading time type SSR, whatever the fuck they called it.
Oh, SSR.
And you had to bring a book, otherwise you get like written up, and you had to like sit down for 15 minutes in the day after lunch or whatever, so you're tired as freak, and you have to read.
And it was stuff that you didn't really give a fuck about, you know. But then now when you start reading books, like as an adult, you're like, I should have been doing this a long time ago.
Because I would have been so much smarter now.
I was like, man, I'm really behind the ball on this one. I've been really shooting my foot.
That's how I felt, dude. I didn't start reading until I was like mid-20s, dude. Oh man. So and I was like, fuck, why didn't I read books before?
I remember when we had to do like group reading, and then when kids were like sounding out their words, I wanted to fucking smack them.
Oh, because they were bad.
Now that's me.
And I was like, shut up!
They just have a stutter.
Yeah. The cat in the head. And I'm like, you motherfucker.
I knew this was lame back then, as I know it's lame now still today, but I still enjoyed Eiffel 65 Blue.
Oh.
I knew it was lame and I was like, I'm about it.
Yeah.
It just hit. That was like a pop phenomenon.
Yeah.
Like that's when like Euro pop like broke through our market.
I think also you also learn to enjoy lame. You know, like when you're a kid, if it's lame or if it's cringe or whatever, like that's just whack. You don't want to deal with it. But then as you get older, you realize like it's like the Asian bitter melon. Like you learn to enjoy.
Acquired taste of
you're like,
lame.
oh, you can enjoy bitterness too. Yeah.
You just sit with it.
Yeah, you could enjoy cringe or lame or anything that's like that. But when you're a kid, you're like, get that away from me. I only want stuff that's sweet or crunchy.
Yeah. Now I think that's cringe when you're little and you think things are cringe. Because when I'm older now, I'm like, no, it's just preference. You know, that's what I usually see things as, what people like and dislike. But back then it used to be like, man, if this is lame, then I'm gonna just think it's lame too. You know. But then that's kind of lame itself.
You're judging yourself as a kid, dude. It's fine.
Yeah.
You like lame stuff when you're a kid.
Yeah, because now when I see that same trait in adults, where
Oh, like they never grew out of that?
yeah, like they're like, oh, that's whack. I don't want to be whack, so I'm not gonna listen to this because it's whack. It's like, dude, that's whack because you're doing it because that's just like what the popular thing is. But I don't know. I think that's lame.
The thing that's the opposite now, the stuff that I used to think was cool that I think is lame now, is a bunch of kids hanging out in the front of a store.
Yeah.
I'm like, what are you guys fucking doing over there? I'm like, no good is gonna come of this. You guys either go to Kuman or go home or do something.
Bart's driving by. Pull up your pants.
Yeah, he becomes that guy.
Get a job, kids.
I'll see like fucking 4 teens with the broccoli hair walking by, and I just go, ugh.
You know what the good thing about California and LA is?
What?
You don't see that anymore. You don't see just kids just hanging out.
Walking around, hanging out.
No. Only in your neighborhoods, in your nice neighborhoods.
My nice.
You see
traditional
kids on
neighborhoods.
bikes and shit. Over here, you don't really see that.
Mine would be taking naps. When I was little, nap time, I was like hella judging my classmates. Like, look at you with your little blankie. I can't even sleep, dude. I had insomnia. I was like smoking a cigarette in kindergarten, like, what the fuck you guys sleeping about? You know? But I was like, yo, we're at school. I'd rather have recess than nap time. So
Yeah,
let's
yeah.
play. I want to play. I have energy.
I feel that.
But then now I'm like, fuck, that would be sick if I could get a nap in. That would be so sick.
You know what's funny is like for me with naps, unless I fall asleep, that's when it's a nap is okay. But when I tell myself I'm gonna plan a nap, part of me feels guilty for even taking a nap because
You
I'm
don't
like,
sleep?
I'm
No
missing
way.
out. I'm missing out on these like 2 hours of like whatever. I'm
Damn,
gonna
do you
do.
take 2-hour naps?
Sometimes.
You can't fall asleep in the afternoon.
I can. If I'm like dead tired, I'll just knock out. But if I plan a nap, I feel like I'm robbing myself. Like I want to stay up and play type of mindset.
Yeah, because you have
I'm
energy.
gonna miss out, you know. But I know if I take a nap, I'm gonna feel way better.
I nap every day.
Really?
Literally nap right.
I nap every day, but it's only 20
Don't talk
minutes.
about napping, dude.
It's only 20-30 minutes, but I nap every day.
Yeah.
I can't even sleep longer than that if I wanted to. I wish I could,
Yeah.
but then like that's why I don't even need my alarm. Like after I eat lunch, I usually just go and I lay down, and then I'm up in like 30 minutes.
And it kind of works though.
It feels hella good. It feels like my brain is like a whiteboard that, you know, like no matter how much you draw and then you wipe it down, there's still hella marks on it. I feel like someone came with Windex.
You also are like 4:41 a.m. Let's get up and get it, bitches.
Who else is up?
Bro, like, yeah,
Stream 4 a.m.
And then you look at his story, he's like dancing before his warm up.
Of course you're tired midday. You got up at 4.
You're a little petered out.
Yeah, we got up at 6. We're not gonna be tired midday.
dude, I used to. So this is a double-edged sword because I liked PE because it wasn't regular class.
Yeah.
But then I didn't like being forced to do like physical stuff. If PE was just like grab some balls and go play some shit,
Yeah.
I'm about it. But if they're like, we're gonna test your BMI, you guys are gonna do jumping jacks, I'll be like, this
Or the
is
mile day. You know how there's that one day where you do the mile?
mile.
Fucking hated that
Oh,
The
day.
mile sucked.
God, that sucks.
Especially because you were like, when I ran them out early, I was so out of shape. I couldn't even fucking
Dude, that
barely
shit
do it.
triggered my asthma like crazy because you were running grass and I didn't know, but I had like a dust allergy or asthma or something like that. So after I run a mile, I'm like struggling to breathe. It was
I remember
so bad.
that's when we got to have cigarettes. So, remember the bleachers in the back?
Yeah,
where we
yeah.
would smoke.
Got to have cigarettes.
So like, well, the thing is, we would be running on the track, jogging, right? And we would take turns. One guy would run back in and fucking smoke that cigarette and then put it on the ground. And then the next guy runs up and he grabs it. So we were relay racing the cigarette in back of the bleacher. So it's like you take a hit and then you go back out and you're fucking jogging while you have fucking cigarette like.
It's hard to catch kids, but actually, how did they not smell it off?
This is what I think. I think when you're a kid, you think you're so fucking slick, and I think the teachers are like, "Fuck, these kids are so fucking dumb." If I really busted them for everything they did, all kids would get expelled.
That's true.
So I think they just let hella shit
They
slide.
pick and choose.
Because if you think about it, cigarette smoke stays on you.
Yeah.
There's no way you're gonna smoke and then walk by and the teacher not notice it.
Even worse. And I remember a lot of high school kids doing that shit.
Yeah.
That's another thing. I used to think like drugs and stuff was lame in high school, and then when I grew up, I'm like, it's not that bad.
Yeah, that's a big one for me too.
I agree.
I was straight edge in high school. I was like, I'm not gonna do all that. And then you're like, this is actually pretty sick.
Lame to fame, dude.
This is okay. This is probably a lame answer. I used to think history was lame as a kid.
Ooh, same.
I'm fascinated by it now.
Dope.
What's the shit you like to listen to now?
History?
Yeah, like what era? Is there a certain era that you really like?
Honestly, anything. Cause like the worst was maybe like art history, right? Because
That shit was a bummer, bro.
yeah, it's so dumb. And yet
Art history,
nowadays,
tough.
If you travel somewhere and you go to an art museum and you're looking at it and you're like reading all the description on shit and you're like, man, this is so interesting. And it's like, it's not, but it is.
Is
Yeah,
it interesting? Or is it because you spent 2 G's to go there, so you better read everything?
Yeah, that's true. Like, we're here, I might as well try to learn something.
And spent 2 G's to go to fucking Italy, better read some shit around here.
I think the difference was like you had to lug around like the biggest textbook and just sit there and they tell you have to learn about something. But like, dude, if I got a chance to, because I had to, right? With my mind now, like, it's like, we have to learn about the French Revolution today. A part of me would be like, sick.
Oh, yeah.
This is what I have to do today? Because now I'm just interested in doing that in like YouTube podcast format or something like that just because I'm bored.
Yeah.
I love history now.
I think it's
For real.
because when you're a kid, there's just so many more interesting things at that time. And then it makes history and math and English, all that sound super boring, you know?
Yeah.
I realized why I couldn't pay attention in class is because one, if there's a cute girl, I'm just thinking about how she's gonna be my girlfriend.
Yeah.
Two, I'm thinking about where am I gonna have my next cigarette. Three,
Can't get under those bleachers again. How do I run back to the bleachers during history?
How do I have a cigarette with a girl?
How do I stab my teacher in the neck?
Oh, dang.
it was always, what are we gonna do after the bell rings? So it's like you're already thinking like. You're like, you go meet up everybody at lunch and then you're like, all right, what are we gonna do today? All right, we're gonna go to this fool's house, we're gonna fucking drop. Or like, we're gonna do this and then we're gonna, it's just, it was much more exciting to be like, all right, what's gonna happen after school?
Of course, everything's gonna be lame if ecstasy's on the table at fucking 4 p.m.
Yeah,
like
that's
that's crazy.
Or there's a pretty ass girl and you wanna go talk to her and you wanna take her out and then like you're flirting with her in the class and it's like, how can you focus off the French Revolution?
Damn, that's true.
I remember in history class, I didn't give a fuck about any other era, but I loved U.S. history. I remember like when we
You're a
like
nerd, dude.
when I got, because that was the only class I was like naturally good at, because like you could remember things because it's like stories. Everything else was like, dude, I'm not gonna remember the periodic table. Magnesium, like what the fuck is that? Like like all those like hard sciences. I was like, get the fuck out of here. But history was just easy for me to remember.
I remember going, man, it's just all white people, dude. I'm like, tell me about fucking.
There were black people in there.
Yeah, just white.
I remember feeling that too. I'm like, how come we're not learning nothing about Chinese people?
Like,
I used to think that.
They don't really talk about me. I don't know shit about these two people. That's awesome. You guys go fight it out. Yeah. Where's Once Upon a Time in China?
Yeah.
I think as we get older, these things become interesting. Is it because we realize like the scope of like how important it is, or what do you think?
I think you see history repeat itself too.
Yeah, I think you see context.
Yeah.
You have more life experience, so it's more relatable. You understand how events relate to each other, how things cause other things, and you're like, oh, shit.
History is just guy gossiping.
Yeah.
Yeah, honestly,
You know what I mean?
yeah.
It's just how dudes gossip with logic and historical fact. It really depends on the professor or the teacher that tells you the story.
Yeah.
Because like,
Yeah, that's very true.
when you're, dude, I had some fucking boring teachers that just read straight out of a textbook, word for word. I'm like, I could fucking read that on monotone voice, and you're like, man, I'd rather fucking stare at this girl right now. You know, like, the fuck, that's just stupid. But if you have an interesting ass teacher, and they're animated, and then that's when you're just locked the fuck in, dude. Yeah.
Well, if you got fine chicks in class, it's still hard though.
It is, but then you're locked in like with her, like you're watching a movie and like,
back and forth for sure.
Yeah, why is Jenny looking so fine today?
Yeah, I will say that like that feeling of like that dude in fourth period I sit next to her.
Yeah, you look forward
yeah.
to sitting down, and then you try to get that table next to her so you could flirt. But then this flirt is like so stupid. It's like I dropped the pen, and then she tries again, and I'm like, oh thanks, I got it, and I'm like, fuck yeah, we said some words today, and you don't fucking say nothing. Yeah. You don't fucking say nothing, dude.
Dude, when I used to try to holler at Tiff because we had physics together. I was so bad. I was so bad at physics, dude. I was like, I'm not good at this. But I would try to go like help Tiff, like I fucking knew what the fuck was up, and I just was a huge distraction the whole time. I just be like talking to her like, "What's up?" But that was the thing. That was the thing. That I was like, bro, I can't wait. I'm gonna talk to her little ass. I'm gonna try to do this, do that. I'm gonna try this. And then that was like my main focus. And then that's why I barely passed physics.
Just elbowing your friends at recess and she'd be like, look what she's wearing, look what she's wearing.
Yeah.
That was it.
Finding stupid reasons to interact, like, oh, I don't have an eraser, can I borrow yours? Yeah. And then you're like, oh, thanks.
Go sharpen your pencil.
And then your backpack falls down and all these erasers come out.
And then you smell her fucking fingers on the eraser and shit. You're like, that's her, dog. And
She'd
then you
be-
give it back to her.
They'd be like writing on a piece of paper, and I'd just be like, Bath Body Works. Wow, that's crazy. That's what girls smell
Like,
like.
I brought a jacket, I'm cold.